and Zuma just tucked away in a pocket here. As he's going to be able to not pick up Attach. Somehow he gets across, but Shani there to look over him. The pressure coming to the back. Cellium taking a one-on-one.
Attach and Cellium right now are just being annoying for Reciprocity, just moving targets. And Attach and Cellium win gunfights. Now a 2 versus 2. Here they go. They're starting to push on up. Attach saves his teammate, and then Zuma wins the gunfight. And if you watch that round back, watch Attach and Cellium. What a play out of them.
And you got to think, like, I don't know if Attach should have got across in the first place. Like, if Zed hits those shots when he's tucked away, I know it's kind of medium range with the SOG. He can get away from you sometimes. But if Attach doesn't slide across, if he doesn't get through, well, that round is nothing like that. That's a Reciprocity win.
Watch his timing, too.
Wow.
You see Zuma slide across, Dens is like, oh, I got a free kill. And then he does it, and then Zuma wins another one.
That was huge, man. Attach making plays. Did they say if anything will be different with it regards to search? Yeah, we'll have to wait and see. I mean, we talked about the role changes.
Usually not. Usually it's respawn. I think their S&D's been pretty solid, so.
Crowder find the opening pick. Yes, he can! Just gets away with his life. Can't hit the second shot on the Tommy. Zed, be careful, buddy. As he almost gets splattered across the concrete. But Zuma now ready and waiting back alley. 5v3 advantage.
And this is less about him hitting these shots and
getting information,
getting all that information. No, you can hear him say, they all cross. They all cross. We can hear it from here. And now you can see all these guys are starting to flood on in. Tommy, the last player up in a 1 versus 4.
Not a ton of time to work with this. He's just kind of dancing around this broken building. Can't win the final one-on-one as Priest gets it in the defuse. Plenty of time on the clock, and that'll be back-to-back rounds as Faze looking to answer back after a tough defeat on map 1.
No, but back to your question, I think typically role changes come through because teams are struggling in respawn, right? Like if a team's struggling in search and destroy, it's more communication, teamwork.
Role related.
Not really role related, but Hardpoint has always been the one, right? Ever since it started, who is comfortable running what, and we can tell it pays off heavy if you figure out who is going to run the role the best.
What's tough is yes, this change could be good for Faze, but it's not necessarily going to click right away. Sometimes it can take maybe a little bit to kind of get in a groove with things. And the problem for Faze, though, is you're 1-2, and you need to get it going now, within this series. And already, if Faze is going to win this series, we know we're going to see another hard point. So we'll get eyes on it with it a bit more. At least in search, though. Looking strong. No presence at B on the defensive end. It's going to be everybody up mid-map outside of Tommy who just takes a shot and gets out.
Now the big thing is, Tommy saw one cross, but that was it. So 5 versus 5. He has no idea how many players are actually inside this broken building. But you can see Reciprocity, all of them flank besides Tommy. So you have a couple of different fronts right now. Tommy, though, he might get picked to Priest to see him. It looks like he did. That's going to be a free kill for him with that ICR. Now the other 4 players are out front. Weston's going to win 1, but Priesta finds his second Cellium as well. Priesta with that ICR finds 3 on the round. A good round out of Faze and a great game so far. 3-0 them.
Yep, SOG or ICR. Priesta making plays. And it has been clean thus far in Search and Destroy.
Guy could do it all, man.
Yep, you're seeing every bit of it. Easy pick on with Tommy. And then gets back alley to keep it going. Nice one-on-one there with Shani. Priest on your screen, making plays, and they're going to need it absolutely to get a win here. As I know Reciprocity's been struggling over their last couple series, but still one of their toughest competitions within their pool.
So same setup for Faze. You have Crowder going towards that B site. The other 4 towards A, and this is where Reciprocity's coming. Cellium going to back that down. Zuma just goes for it. Has the help of Cellium, tries to win the second one. And these guys are just staying alive right now so well. Just like that, it's a 1 versus 2. There's the flank, and, well, Weston's still alive. How has this happened?
1-on-1. Cellium versus Weston. Cellium, the newcomer to this Faze roster. Can he clutch up?
And Weston's just selling that he's rotated to B already. But we'll see if Cellium falls for it. He might think the bomb would have been planted by now. Might turn around here soon. But I mean, Weston has sold this for quite some time now. So now Celium's not going to see anything and probably just take his way back to A. This could be really bad timing for Wuskin. I don't know if I like this.
Timing is everything. Is Wuskin gun up or is he on the plant? He doesn't get to the plant, so Celium looking for this information. Snaps and nice shots as he clutches up in the one-on-one.
That was...
Tommy getting excited? Well, Zuma getting excited?
Yeah, just a little bit.
Wuskin makes one hell of a play and gets away with his life. He ends up with, 3 there and 5 HP to get out. But the patience he shows and the late push back to the site.
That's a big one-on-one for Celium, right? A guy who, again, has not played a lot on land. I mean, think about this. You come into this event and how much stress is on him. He's like...
I'm sure.
Well, it wasn't supposed to be like this, but he's getting a feel for it now. Faze not having the best start to the week. This will be a big win for them if they're able to get it.
They got a ways to go, though, after that Game 1 loss. But so far, smooth sailing here in the Search and Destroy. They're giving Tommy shots. Just can he connect? The rest of the action's going to go down towards A.
They do have man advantage, right? There's 2 towards that B side. Yeah, Reciprocity has to get out. I like this call. I believe number 6. That was Wuskin was playing towards B. He was cheating towards B a little bit.
But that number 2, is Zuma going to be able to get this flank? What's the timing like for him?
Perfect.
Oh, my God. 3 kills galore. There's 1. Second in front, but he gets the wiggles as Stock 2 gives him the shakes. And Zed actually finds a second behind it as well. It's a 1v2 now for Priesta, and he's going to fall in a desperation round for Reciprocity. When you saw Zuma, what it looked like for us with X-Ray, it's like, oh, God, he's going to get several kills here. But props to Zed for winning that gunfight. Otherwise, things fall apart.
It's almost... It's hard to critique that play because, again, it's stock 2. But I almost wish Zuma just shot Tommy when he first saw him in the door.
And stayed up.
And then just ran away, right? Like, give your team a 5 versus 4. Force them in a very tough situation. Instead, he follows them in. But
if he kills,
he kills 2. It's different.
Well, if he just kills Tommy though and waits, like you said, that at least turns a head or 2 around.
That's what exactly. It causes chaos, and the bomb's already down. It would have wasted so much time.
But I mean,
it's hard to critique that play.
To be fair, it's like he very easily could have had a second kill, right?
Could have been a hero.
You see exactly why stock 2 is so good.
It's pretty good.
Well, Reciprocity getting round on the board, but still a lot of work to do. They're going to head back towards B. Can Crowder hit a shot? And look at this. They're just hiding. They're making sure he doesn't see anything. So he's going to go ahead and change his class.
Ironside, Maddox as well. He's just going to back on down. They're working the flank, but Zuma. At least the trade's there from Celium. I don't know if they know Shawnee's actually behind them. Gotta be careful, and you can see it sort of split up Faze. Crowder's gonna get caught. Now they're gonna try and reflank this, but Shawnee's pretty ready for it. Yeah, he reads it correctly, but he gets gunned.
Yeah, nice shots from attach. Now 3 versus 3 with 35 seconds on the clock. The collapse starts to come in. Priesta wins a big one-on-one, so that's going to at least divert one player's attention to worry about the push through this backside. Dins is going to have to focus on it. Really, Celium's just got to get involved. It's a 3v2.
Good job by Zed to stay alive. Priesta, though, able to find his second now on 1v2. Not a lot of time. And Celium with stock.
Jeez.
That wasn't even stock 2.
That was just regular stock?
Oh, my God. What?
That's a nice strafe. That is a nice strafe.
Oh, wait, no, he had the saw. He was stock.
He was fast.
Yeah, I know. It was showing the Maddox still. I was like, whoa, hold on. Man's got ice skates.
Oh.
It's cold outside, and he is feeling good in his element.
Yeah, he certainly is. And that was one of the big gunfight wins there, too, because it looked like Attach was going to get caught. Attach smokes him. And now Faze 1 round away from tying this up. We've been highlighting the sniper picks. We're just kind of in the opening of the round. See what it's like from their angles. He's going to have to now get back. He sees Attach. Nice shot.
So he hasn't hit many of them, but now Faze are going. They know he might be the only player here. They're going to try and isolate Tommy, but Tommy's going to back away. Look where Zed is. Zed's already on the flank. He's able to find a couple. A quick response out of Reciprocity. Tommy hits another one.
SLIQ last man up. Can't take out Zed, and Reciprocity at least survived to see another round behind the opening pick from Tommy. And like we discussed, kind of that quick flank from Zed. As I was so focused on Tommy's play and getting away with his life, I didn't realize how quickly they got there. But you'll see it from Zed's POV now. They're a bit stunned by his position on the map.
So I just got confirmation as well. We have our first elimination in the tournament as Nation of Power.
Okay. So
no longer make top 5.
We're getting to that time in the tournament where we're starting to see who's in, who's out, who might be at least guaranteed bracket play. I'm excited to look at the overall pool standings once we're done tonight.
I know. I go back and look at the COD World League Twitter, and I'm like, really? This is like the standings? Yeah. You don't see everything. It's hard for us at times to keep up with it when we're casting. War Machine is out. Zed able to find a couple. Zuma trying to find a kill. He's going to get taken out.
Another round. Reciprocity firmly in control. Attach gets pushed out. Crowder will drop in tune, and that's back-to-back rounds that are not close. Reciprocity steamrolling FaZe.
Unless I'm going crazy, though, FaZe hasn't used anything besides the Attack 5 boost. Not that I can remember.
Oh, yeah, I mean, Zed, obviously, the 2 kills he gets here. And that was just, I'm coming around the corner. I'll trade a grenade to your mouth. Zed, we actually have to check, too, because Zed got 3, I believe, in the previous round. How much did he pick up there? Because he's got to be working towards streaks. Den's on your screen, a guy that we highlighted that was really big in the Enigma 6 series, especially in Search and Destroy. The comeback gets pulled, they're going to have a lot to use.
FaZe heard the Annihilator go off. I think Wuskin missed a shot.
That's big. They get out of there. Wuskin's not going to get anything. Nope. But Tommy, once again, with the first blood, this time on to SLIQ.
And remember, when they were going B early on and they had success, Tommy was missing. But now it's a 5v3 as Shawnee finds another kill on Azuma.
Oh, God, not again. We've seen so many comebacks. But this map is so big. Well, for either side, I know. But for FaZe, who are already down 1 in the series. Priest are just dancing right now, but with 30 seconds remaining, they've got to work to get this bomb down. They've now pushed towards the A site. Plant incoming. Priest just dealing with so many players. He's going to go ahead and actually use the grab slam here. Bumblebee planted, so this is still a winnable scenario. Zed hasn't got these streaks yet. Is this where he maybe picks it up? Yep, he gets the assist with the cluster, and now he's got the lightning to work with. He wants to hunt for more. He's tagged up, though, so it will only be the lightning. Attach should be clear. There it is in another round to Reciprocity. I think the one good thing for FaZe, though, is only a lightning gets picked up, because if Zed gets that kill on to Attach...
Yeah, a good thing for Reciprocity, though, is they use a grab slam in that.
That's true. That's true.
I don't know if Priesthood was trying to get 2.
But Reciprocity do use the Annihilator.
Yep.
I didn't think,
that's really been it.
Still a lot of ways to go, right? Because he had like 3 kills.
I think he's like about 3/4.
And Wuskin's had like 9 kills, a little bit different.
FaZe has not used a lot of specialists. It's grab slam and attack 5 boost. The only 2 they've used.
Well, that's definitely what we want to take a glance at as soon as we get into the next round. You feel the kind of atmosphere shifting right now as Reciprocity.
Yeah, when we noticed yesterday, they were just so vocal. When they're winning, or still in the game.
So they attack 5. Crowder's very close, but doesn't have it yet.
It's only grab slam, though, for Reciprocity. See, SLIQ, did he use the Tempest last round?
I'm trying to think of what happened.
He must have used it last round in that clutch. They might have used 2. We might not have noticed it.
I didn't notice the Tempest at all. I just saw it empty up there and trying to think of when he popped it. But
here's the thing. I would love to just see them back down, right? You have Zed with that lightning strike. He can blow this bomb area up, but they're going to hold the tree. Force a 5v5 with that attack 5 boost. Maybe just try to hang on to it. Here comes FaZe behind a stun. Shawnee, he's going to find streaks as well. Now at 3 versus 4, making it 3v3. You would love him alive to have that drone squad. This is not over yet. Zed finds another one. Tommy's in a tough spot with that sniper, but 1v2. All on a Crowder, and he doesn't finish that kill.
But he does. There's just not enough time.
There's just
not
so
enough
many
time.
streaks as well. There's so many
Oh
streaks.
my God, not like this. Faze were up 4-0. It was 4-0, and now we're headed to a round 11. Oh, Joe.
Yes.
What's going on, Joe?
I mean, attack-wise, it just comes down to Tommy getting a couple of snipes on their defenses, just locking it down. They had man advantage.
A lot of first bloods, that's for sure. Oh my God, round 11 in what, 4 streaks?
4 streaks?
How do you combat this if you're Faze and they have so many streaks on the table?
Yes.
Crowd, the Annihilator, you hope you pick up those players before the streaks come into play?
Maybe just go away. Maybe they have streaks. Try to force it over there. The Annihilator's out. Oh, he actually gets a first blood on Nowuskin.
That is huge. Now, not a player that had the streaks, obviously.
He's got to get under. Okay, this should be good. Sometimes, though, when you have too many streaks, you...
Drone squad in now. And we've seen the power of the drone squad. Now Hellstorm through.
There's a lot of streaks already gone. There's only 30 seconds off the clock.
They get day, and they're able to survive.
And you'll take just the first blood. Lightning strike as well. Is that bomb going to go down? Okay.
Catches him. It catches him now. A much different game. Bomb does not get planted. There were just so many streaks. And you got the important when you see Dens, I think, getting a stun ready in the back. They want to stun in and push. They're going to go, and this is going to be advantage because they have the plank going down, so Crowder's not going to be involved. Tippus now comes in. Tommy's weak, but Tommy's able to pick up a kill. The drone squad comes through as well, and now it's a 1v2 for Celium. He's already clutched a 1v1. The shot's shaky, though. The shot's shaky, and Dens is able to dip.
There's still a drone squad up, too. You hear it?
He's got a plant. They know he has to plant. They're going to come back. They're going to catch him. They're going to catch him. He can't get away. And it's a collapse for FaZe Clan as Reciprocity. They know how important that map was as they go up 2-0. Wow.
Way too many comes.
Wow.
Way too many.
And God, I know, obviously in a collapse like that, there are a ton of moments you can look at, but I'm just wondering if Celium hits those shots and it becomes a 1v1, like, maybe it's a different scenario. Reciprocity on top. We'll be right back. If you think the pools have been crazy, Joe, this is setting up for absolute insanity come bracket play. I cannot wait. But if Faze lose this, I mean, there's just no way around it. That bracket's going to be nuts.
I mean, there's just still so many teams you have to talk about, right? Like Team Space, Pittsburgh Knights, who's going to be in the bracket? They can still get out. 100 Thieves, Red Reserve. You can just go on and on. I mean, the whole point of this format is so the quote best teams get out early.
What are the excuses now?
I don't think there's any.
We just aren't good. Reciprocity. Wow.
He could still be in the bracket.
A close game one, a nail-biting finish to game two. And now, if Faze are going to bring it back, they got to climb Everest. They got to win 3 straight. It starts here on Arsenal. Oh, man. And it's like the way you lost game two. It's the vibes you have to have going into this. It's tough scenes.
I mean, another team who's just can't figure it out right now with Faze. You know, they're trying to figure out the different roles and that team chemistry. I mean, they looked good at times in that search, in that hard point.
They should just run 5 Maddoxes. I mean, it couldn't be
Maven's meta.
Couldn't be worse than it is now. But can they do it? In control. 2 ticks about to be in on B already for Reciprocity as they want to bury Faze, put them in the dirt. And they're doing that on B. Crowder makes it interesting maybe for an extra moment. That's actually huge because there was just a sliver left. And as they get 4 kills, well, 1 a team kill, 4 attached, but that stops a very, very early score on B.
And remember what we saw from Reciprocity. They ended up losing that control to Enigma 6. It goes to a game 5. We've seen a good amount of reverse sweeps already. So if you're Reciprocity, you want to close this out here and now as they start to capture the rest of A. It's about 2 ticks as well. They have a 5 life advantage. Faze, I don't even think they're going to go for a retake, so they have to defend B, where Reciprocity only needs 1 tick as well.
They're down 7 lives. They've got 2 minutes to work with. This is not going to be easy, but this is, the harder point to capture. So maybe they can pull something off kill by kill. They're starting to bring it back.
That's 4 right there.
Yeah, that's huge. I mean, from 7 down to 3 so quickly, trying to even the odds. That's a massive moment for Faze, but they still have a lot of work to do. Zuma picks up a pair, and wow, that lead has just disappeared. It's completely been wiped off the board. How does that happen?
Yeah, it was they tried rotating. Reciprocity tried rotating from A to B. Faze, I think it was Celium who actually opened it up with a 2-piece in their lobby, and then they just pushed forward, almost like they were attacking this area. You saw Zed when he wrapped back, he was able to get Crowder, shoot him in the back, but since that point, you've just had Reciprocity in a trap, and you can see, though, cool, calm, and collected. They're going to go towards that top side of the map. Try to work a big flank on Faze. You do have one player that's going to be Wussin on the other side, number 1.
All the way.
Just
all
waiting.
Back.
Trying to set up a pinch.
Shawnee still here for likely a one-on-one with Celium, and Celium's able to take it. So the 7-kill advantage for Reciprocity. Now a 3-kill lead for Faze Clan. What a flip in fortune this has been for Faze behind a heavy slaying prowess there in the defense on B. Zuma going for more, finishes up timing. The help doesn't come in. Only 4 lives left now for Reciprocity, and this is exactly what you needed if you're Faze. This is something to get hyped behind, a clutch comeback like this. But there's still 3 members left that they need to eliminate, but it's the clock against Reciprocity as well.
5v3, 4v3, hold on,
15
this
seconds,
isn't over yet.
15 seconds, here they go. Priest loses the one-on-one. They might make this happen. There's only 2 players left for Faze. What is happening? What a change this is. Zuma can't get in, and Reciprocity in the final seconds.
What?
God!
You're talking about how big of a comeback that was.
I spoke too soon, Joe.
What just happened? I don't even know.
Faze are just looking up ways to win.
Oh, Priesta.
They can write a book on it. Finding ways to lose. Oh.
I don't know if this was at the end, but Shawnee found 3 kills. This was a nasty best play. Can't even lie.
That was disgusting. You talked about just that phase push and how elite it was to get Reciprocity back off spawn, the map control
that they had.
It was great. And then, I mean, if game 2 wasn't a punch to the gut, that sure as hell was. That was a baseball bat to the gut.
Now Faze starting to attack this B side off the break. Priest able to find a couple, and this is a great start for Faze.
Reciprocity have got to be riding high after the late heroics in round 1. I want to hear them. Let's get to an Astro Gaming listen-in with Reciprocity.
Let me get down. I'm going right. I'll be. Let me get this team done. I get 25 or 50. It ain't now. I'm going to let you do it. I'm going to let you do it. Wait. All side. No, go push through. I'm going to win. Give that pike. What else we can give up? I'm on a 4 machine. I'll do it. What was it? He's in vent. I'm watching you, Ali. Okay. I got it now. I got vent. I'm going to go drones in soon. Yeah. I'm going to wait until they get here. Weak. I'm going to back up. I could be going full. I'm going to wait till the close. I'm waiting till the close and I'm going to drones in, right?
I have full non-stop.
Go vent. Be careful. There's in there. Yeah.
He's sitting in the corner, he's pushing out, one's mid lobby.
I tapped one shot.
One's pushing full, I'll pick him up.
I've got stairs.
He could go ladder.
I'm going to be Jones in. One shot lobby. They can't go front, I've got Jones front.
I think Zed's got a guardian angel. He has his war machine up, gets hit with a cluster. The first one takes him low. The second bit of it knocks him to 3 HP, and he somehow stays up.
I can guarantee you I would have died there.
Oh, yeah. Super dead, but not super Zed.
All right, well, Zed uses the rest of his war machine, not able to connect. A 3-kill advantage right now, and if you're Faze, you see a lot of specialists starting to load on up. They're probably going to have to invest in some, at least tie this to a 1-1 in the game. Shawnee still has a Hellstorm to work with as well. Dens might get some bad timing. The stun actually connects as he wins that one on a Priesta.
4-kill advantage. Is Reciprocity trying to set up for this defense? Faze, no, they don't have many pushes left. They're going to pop the tap 5. Extra health in. Shawnee just jiggling, toying and trying to stay up as his teammates look over and find a pair of kills. But now the pressure from Crowder and Attach opens up 3. Crowder going big.
I think you Hellstorm here. I think you Hellstorm if you're Shawnee here. Yep, there we go. He's going to call it in right away. Doesn't connect with anything, but gives his team an opportunity to get back into the hill like they are. But Attach able to find a couple of kills. 12 to 11, 12 seconds left, and Zed just being so annoying in these vents. Here comes the Reciprocity.
And he's just annoying long enough for the support to come in. And even though Attach is building towards streaks, it doesn't matter because they need the round win. There's just 5 seconds now on the clock. They've got to get forward. I don't think they have time to get there. Shawnee's got the cuts, and that's the second round on the board. Is Reciprocity running away with this series?
Now, you did see at the end, Wuskin actually popped his Annihilator, found a couple of kills, so you don't have that to work with. I'm actually surprised you didn't see any specialists from Faze.
So you have, all
5 right here at the end, that's it?
That's all that was used. But you have, 3 streaks used for Reciprocity. You mentioned the Annihilator, so you saw the War Machine from Zed, so they put a lot into that round, into getting the 2-0 advantage, but you get the win. And that's what matters. But now, if the comeback is going to come, obviously it starts here. You'll have an advantage in utility. Oh, but Zed, God, he's 100 off of streaks. Can Zed pick him up? There it is. He's already got a lighting.
War Machine. He's pinging this as well. Just a ping. Just trying to call it to his teammates where the enemies are. He's going to peek, and he's going to get a Hellstorm as well. Great life so far. Tommy did come in with a grab slam, and it's looking like A is going to be controlled by Reciprocity. We'll see if Faze try to break on in. Priesta goes by himself. Crowder in the vents, but they know he's coming.
cluster out to back them up in lobby. Nobody home.
They're going to try and retake from window. You see a couple of players pushing through window.
Just the time in the objective right now is likely to get him the sniper's nest. There it is. He picks it up right before he drops. So the phase push comes in and you get the kill, but not before the damage is done. As Zed now fully streaked out. Lives even on either side, but you have, well, you have Annihilator, you have Tempest, you have Grav Slam. You have things to work with. Bam! The Grav
That was huge as well because they called the lightning strike and now they're pushed up. There's only 30 seconds left. Priesta has read this push as well, able to find one. That'll stagger it a little bit. Look how far Attach was up.
You still have two players here. Hello, I'm Zuma. I'm still in your kitchen. The trade is in, and the second, nice snap by Stellium to pick it up. And with 15 seconds left, Reciprocity has to go if they're going to close this game out and get that added time for picking up Zone A. But there's a three-man stack, and they just continue to push them back into their kitchen. No time, no player there. They're not going to get a touch, and Faze still hanging around, Joe.
If they win that first defense, you know they have that 2-1 lead. Looking a lot more comfortable.
There's a lot of ifs with Faze during this series. There's a whole hell of a lot of ifs.
You winning 6 rounds in S&D would have changed something? You sure?
4-0 lead, 5-1 lead.
Shh. It did happen. It did happen.
It really, really happened. It was not some sort of Faze nightmare. Although this week is just, a Faze nightmare right now. But they're not out yet. King Crowder, the world champ, the leader on this squad, rally the troops. It's a young team around him. I know it's a lot of players that have been around a long time.
It's not a young team. He's just been around forever.
Yeah,
what are you talking about?
It's funny, but when I think of, Stellium is obviously brand new.
Okay, sure.
I still, for some reason, think of Attach like being so young. Probably because he looks like he's 14.
He's 22 years old now.
Well, I'm 33. I'm still young, Joe.
Not in sense of his Call of Duty.
Yeah, very true. Very true. Nice shots by Zed to find a couple of kills. Defense still present here at A. Zuma and Priesta going to try and find an opening through window. Looks like Priesta wants to flank the entire way around. Yeah, the whole way around. Can he make a play? Here comes Priesta. This might be the opening they need. I think he takes a shot from his teammate, but he's able to heal up and challenge the second. Zed still alive, and Tommy able to find it, so no progress at either site and just 35 seconds on the clock.
I don't know how that just failed. That push failed out of Faze. They had the perfect pinch. Tommy was able to stay alive with that ICR. Yeah, he called it. 27 seconds left. They had to start using some of these specialists.
You just have to get 1 point. They have to get A. It can get this.
One shot with this.
Oh, no! The War Machine gets 3, so nothing with the Tempest. And Dens cleans up the last. It's really just going to be Priesta. Now Sniper's Nest going to be called in as Tommy clears out Priesta, and he's got a cluster that's going to be ready and waiting. Oh, is it going to finish him? It doesn't finish him, but the concussion comes in. He gets nothing out of the Annihilator, and Zed now finds 3 more. There's the clear. There's the kills, and Faze are toast. Reciprocity. What a win. What a series. Zed went crazy at the end. The War Machine, then 3 with the SOG.
And he was the guy with the streaks as well.
What a map 3 from Zed. Faze, dire straits now. 1 and 3. And what a bounce-back win for Reciprocity, who, they win their 2 tough matches to start the Pro League qualifier, drop 2, and now the rebound match. They're able to get it, but, that was a fun one. It was entertaining.
If you're Faze, you got to talk about map number 2, and I think first round of Control, that changes everything. It was like, they had a great comeback. They're going to win this first round, and the momentum's going to shift their way. And what was it, a 6 versus 3? It just can't happen.
Yeah, I think it was, a 7-kill lead at 1 point for Reciprocity.
Yep.
I think the highest the league got was 4 kills then for Faze, or 4 lives, however you want to word it. And then, I think at the end there it was 6v3 when it kind of fell apart as Shawnee made the play. Unbelievable in the clutch moments were Reciprocity as we take a look at the final scoreboard. And FaZe, you're now just, are they going to get into the bracket? I mean, they still have a chance, obviously.
Depends who the rest of it to play, though. Like,
and I'm sure our analysis desk is going to kind of break that down and chat about their chances and what they need to do. But this was touted the pool of death before everything started. Everyone talked about how hard Pool A can be.
So I was just told FaZe tomorrow I had to play Team Divine, not an easy win. Team Divine beat Reciprocity. Then they had to play Team Sweden, who was the #1 seed in their pool. Team Sweden has seemed to bounce back as well after struggling the first day or two. So tough road for FaZe. Tomorrow is a big day. They have 2 matches. I would say they probably have to win them both to try and make the bracket as close as this pool has been. But not what you would expect from this FaZe team.
Not at all, but one of the heroes. We talked about Zed, we talked about Shawnee, but Waskins also making the plays for the side of Reciprocity, and we have him on stage with the instant reaction.
Thanks, Maven. We were chatting a little bit just before this match, and you said something along the lines of, we have to beat FaZe. So how are you feeling coming out on the other side with such a smooth 3-0 victory?
Feels good. I expected it to be a lot closer because of the last 2 series we've played. We've lost them both to teams we shouldn't be losing to, and we know that, so it feels good to win like that.
And you guys also did mention that you have a tendency to underperform against certain teams, and we certainly saw that against FaZe Clan Black and against Divine. Why is it that you do tend to underperform against those teams?
I honestly couldn't tell you. I feel like we've got a mental block at this point, because even you ask the other teams, we should be throwing them out like all day of the week, and it's to do this to teams like FaZe and the other teams we've beat, E6, Team Sweden, and then struggle against teams that we should be beating. I don't know, I don't get it.
Well, how were you able to so smoothly bounce back from such, 2 disappointing losses right in a row to have such a confident victory?
I don't know. Sometimes you realise, like, it's do or die. If you don't win that there, we go into the bracket, to the gauntlet, so we know that's a big win. Tomorrow we need to win and get top 2.
All right, well, best of luck tomorrow. Thank you so much for the interview. This has been your PlayStation Instant Reaction. For now, we're going to kick it back over to Joe and Clint.
Joe, I thought we were done, but not quite yet. We're going to cast another match. I believe it's Heretics versus Fact Revolution. Both teams 3-1 in their pool. And I don't know where we're at in the series yet. We'll get into it shortly, but this is obviously, you get out to 4-1, you're feeling very good about your chances to get top 2.
And, well, Heretics up 1-0 right now, and yeah, I think this is a big win for them. They're both 3-1, you said? So this would put them at 4-1. They would at least contest for top 2.
That'd be the Heretics' only losses and be that reverse sweep, really. So they've been rolling outside of that. All right, so where are we at? 4-3 advantage. Heretics won the game 1. They're looking to close out the game 2, and this is where we saw
I was just going to say
that. Where he went off and completely took over. What's he sitting at right now? 5-4, so not that insane performance with 14 kills through 6 rounds, but
does have Annihilator. Shane's going to find a couple of kills, and if you don't recognize some of these guys from Fact Revolution, they were on that team with Tommy and his champs run. When you talk about Chain, Maple, Sonny B was on Fnatic with the Twins and Tommy as well.
Yeah, sort of just a motley crew of European players as they're making some noise with a chance to get top 2. Can they close out this round and tie it up at 4-4?
Well, he worked this out in 1v2.
Oh my God, all right. Okay, I like this. Going around the back. It shades! What a play from Zukri! That is disgusting stuff! That is disgusting stuff!
It's my game, baby!
Outside the map! And right back in to make the play. Wow!
The confidence to do that? Then he goes outside the map?
And his hipfire actually connects?
What? He needed one more pull and he was dead.
Wow!
That chain Tommy was just...
That was awesome.
Yeah.
That was awesome. Let's take a look at it again. That hipfire gets it. Oh, my goodness. 27 and it chains. Oh, that is insane.
Look at him. Oh, Chain, though. Chain having a solid, at least last couple of rounds. He's at 8-8. Able to win that one on the journey.
And very quickly, a 2-man advantage.
Well, that one.
Zukri gives him a chance. And he's on 4 in a row. Can we check how close he is to maybe picking up streaks or anything?
There's water out there sometimes.
He's 200 off.
You can swim in that.
Yeah, real deep is the thing. Like, you can get way out there.
So now Heretics have to try and retake this 3 versus 4. Only 25 seconds to work with. Cammy, he's controlling top middle. He's going to take care of that. Methods, though, brings it back. Still an opportunity and another failed draft. So let's just make a montage of that. Yeah. Why not? Let's just compile them all up. And now what to do.
And if he gets the kill there, he picks up Sukri, right, who doesn't get the streaks. Now he's still alive and has a chance. How is he alive? He has 2 HP. He has 2 HP when his stim comes back as he gets out of harm's way. And he wants to challenge it. He's going to challenge it to try and get the kill. He gets 100 more points at the tail end of that, so now he's just a kill off streaks. How did he live that?
It just does, like, you have a 2 versus 3. Play your numbers advantage. I don't think you have to invest in a grab slam right there.
Well, if it kills him close to streaks, that's great. But yeah, we have seen a lot of whiffs, and it's not the easiest specialist. It seems so easy. You just pop it, you jump, you slam, you're King Kong, everyone's gone. But
sorry, these guys only play 8 hours a day. Fine. Whatever you say.
Do you think it's one of the harder specialists to make the right play, just with how quick you have to react and set it up?
It's easy for us to judge it, right? If they get nothing with, but I think there are teams who are better at just executing correctly with it. Absolutely.
Can he pick up these streaks? Will it even matter? Because they only need one more round. Staying on him for the time being. To see if he can find an opening. Patient play out of Heretics thus far. Maple has Annihilator to work with. Sunny B has War Machine to work with.
He almost has Tempest in as well.
It's true. That's crazy. Oh, when you think about it, it's like we saw with Aches and War Machine just carrying over. He might have pushed probably like 70-80%. And then he finds a couple more kills. Sunny B's going to call on this War Machine. Doesn't connect on Methods. He's able to hit him there with the extra health and the flak jacket. He gets absolutely nothing out of that except maybe delaying the push a bit. Now they're going to go ahead and try to get the plant. So Sukri is putting in shots over the top, trying to keep it at bay and maybe find an assist, find anything. But the first blood going to come in now for Lucky.
Sounds like you heard an Annihilator. You're hearing an Annihilator right now by Maple. Maple's got it. This is his time to make a play. And he's just getting toyed with, and there we go, Heretics.
I'm not.
A 2v1.
Can Shane clutch up? He's going to catch Journey, but he's tagged up. He's so weak. He re-peeks, not able to take it, and Journey finds the final kill as Heretics now go up 2-0. And they're a map away from being 4-1 in their pool. Whew.
Heretics, man, they look good. I mean, even against that game yesterday, they started off strong.
They absolutely did, but can they complete the series? Can they close it out? It's been a wild and wacky week here at the Pro League Qualifier, and we're not done yet. Welcome back. We've got one more match to cast. Technically we wrapped up the matches on Alpha, but we know there's a lot of Heretics fans out there. Those of you looking to see what Fact Revolution can get done, and as they're both sitting at 3-1, this is obviously a big moment within this pool. And we just saw a clutch up by Heretics. They close it out 2-0. Well, close out to get a 2-0 edge of the series, and now just a map away. But you mentioned before this, like, they've been in this scenario before. And
yeah, it's Envy.
Envy, not exactly the same team as Fact Revolution.
I think Envy's a little bit more talented than Fact Revolution from what we have seen. So Heretics in a very strong position, and you can just tell they're feeling confident. I mean, you just saw that 1 versus 2 tempo.
That was one of the coolest plays I've seen. Like, I understand specialists, like, you basically turn into Thor. I get it. They're very powerful, but that was awesome. Just the scenario of jumping out, connecting with the hipfire, surviving with 27 HP, whatever. Everything about that was just awesome. I love that. Yes, it was.
It awesome?
Great. It was great.
It hasn't even started yet. Start the game.
Come on, what are you guys doing? Let's get it going. Are they trying to ice Heretics right now?
Trying to ice us.
Yeah, might be. But we'll get into it shortly here, but we're going to take a look, I believe, at the overall best of 5, kind of how we got here, because I don't believe this was being streamed, and now we're hopping into it. So you see a 250 to 177 game 1, then the game 2 victory we just kind of saw at the end there. And I guess the two series we've seen, or the 2 times we've seen Heretics on Hacienda, they've been incredible. 6-0 and now 6-1. Wait, was it 6-1?
It was 6-4.
Yeah, 6-4. I saw that. I was like, that's not. It was way closer.
6-4, right?
Yeah. That's actually why I didn't say it at first. I was trying to think what
they just Maven fact you.
Yeah.
They hit you with the Maven numbers. I like it.
Yeah. 2-0. Heretics.
What was the control map that we beat Heretics on?
Gridlock.
Gridlock? Okay.
Right? Yes, Gridlock.
I believe you.
Yeah, just roll with it. Well, now into frequency. Can Heretics get to 4-1 in the pool? Or does Fact Resolution have some sort of magic to extend this? Lots of kills coming in for Chain as he cuts down the Heretics side, and they at least get the first notch into B as they continue to capture. There's likely going to be a second here before anything comes in. They want to take another crack at this, but they haven't found an opening to push through. They're trying to challenge. You don't want to give Chain streaks and also the point, but they've given it up. It looks like they're gonna back off. There you go. Very quickly they get it, and Chain gets away with his life, so he'll be 200 off streaks.
Yeah, we saw Chain in that map number 2. Really has some solid shots.
The bits we saw, yeah. We joined late, but he looks strong.
So haven't got to cast Fact Revolution yet. Then they took some people by surprise by starting off 2-0, I think, on the first day, but they didn't play some of the stronger teams. Now sitting at 3-1. This is definitely one of their biggest tests against Heretics. The kills starting to come on in. They're going to flood through the middle. Nice job by Methods to win that 1 versus 1. A nice shot punch onto that player as well.
The next one, though, the T-Rex arms comes up a little bit short as he can't finish it off, but still a nice play. And now all the pressure on Heretics to try and get back in. First bit captured, and they've got it stacked. It's going very, very quickly. Tried to contest, but you see the kill feed. It's all going to be white. This is going to be done. They're not going to get there in time. They've got 3 inside. Defrag's going to go ahead and push out, and that's going to be a convincing round 1 for Fact Revolution. They made that look very easy.
Yeah, it's just off the start, right? When you can get that B side, I think that's the one that the defense would like to finish on. When you go inside that A1, it can be hard. It's hard to retake it. There's only a couple entryways, and that's why I think we saw that kill feed so white. But this is right off the start. Chain just flies on in. This is where he got 3 of his 4 kills when he started 4-0. Was able to capture B. But a good response from Fact.
Really, it's all behind that. Like, they get in, they get control. You never get any glimpse of a retake, really, or retake opportunity.
And they had one more after that and got shut down.
Not even a real good one. So Chain, he's sitting at 6-1, and he's close to streaks. The pressure, though, from Heretics going to fall towards that A side. And I know one's a team kill, but it still seems like the trade comes out in their favor. They're trying to put the first point through.
Chain's just trying to find these streaks. 175, doesn't want to over-challenge. Keeps putting bullets into people with backs on down. Sunny, though, trying to take the retake. It's the first player in. Maple follows him up, wins another one, and it looks like they've done it. Great job. There is 2 ticks today.
And we
or
saw,
is there? No, only 1. They actually got in before it hit the second tick, but chain goes down.
And we saw on this map how good streaks can be under control. Was it Accelerate?
Yeah, versus the Knights.
Yeah, where they had just streaks galore. They were basically killing Pittsburgh Knights off spawn for an entire round.
Methods, though. Methods and Metals able to find a couple of kills. And this is a bit of a split push as Metals is still here towards this A site while the rest of his team is towards B. Trying to win some gunfights, not able to do so. Can they get the second tick once again? Methods trying to stay alive. That's his 4th kill in a row. Great play by him. There's that second tick, but they have to get another point to extend that time.
It looks like they should be good. They'll finish this up. They'll get the extension, and Methods will be even closer to picking up streaks. Still 160 off. His teammates doing what they can, but Journey and Sukri both going to drop after they find a pair of kills. So there's a, 3-man stand now over towards A, and Heretics just kind of thinking through how they want to make this attack happen and how you maybe get Methods these streaks to think about in future rounds.
Yeah, and I think Methods would have pushed that spawn kill if he wasn't so close to streaks. You'd see him sort of second-guess himself, backs on up. He's in a tough position now. He obviously want those streaks as much as possible. And looks like all of Heretics are going to follow him up. They're going to group together.
Yep, have somebody entry in front of him. There it is. He at least gets a shot in, so that's going to get him closer. 16 more needed, but Cammy comes in, and Cammy plays the destroyer as he is able to get 2. So all of that delayed push for streaks, you don't get them, and that had to have been a solid 30, 40 seconds off the clock.
Yeah, once after that capture comes in, they were at about 2 minutes. And now you have that TAC 5 boost, and well, you can see what you can do in the attack spawn. We've seen that before, but finally they break on it.
It feels like you give any kind of advantage, any kind of map control away when you try to get those streaks. Now, I don't mind the play to get streaks, but when you don't get them, then it can really hurt you. Now you've only got 40 seconds, and you've got to make a play.
Well, it's 7v6. I mean, Heretics does have a 1 life advantage, but it might just come down to that with 30 seconds left. Lucky's going to win a 1-on-1. Has that cluster, can be such a strong tool when you try to take a site. 6 versus 5.
Wow, Metals just barely able to get away as Heretics are setting up this final push in round 2. Looking for some kind of opening. Look at the stack you have on the site. But that's going to be the grab slam in as Chain picks up a couple on the other side. Sukri's going to bring the Tempest in yet again as he connects it. Streaks come in. 1 player left. Chain is knocked. Full streaks in for Sukri as once again he makes a play with the Tempest.
And again, that meta is absolutely sort of coming into play.
What, using it late in the round?
Yeah, just trying to secure a 2-0 or a 1-1, right? Like,
I thought you were talking about more the fact that he's going to carry that percentage in with his
that as well.
Yeah.
But really just that second round, how important it's been in control so far.
So the play for streaks doesn't end up hurting you.
There was a great grab slam as well from Fact.
Yeah, absolutely. Cammy came out and picked up 2. You think things might fall apart, but the Tempest on the other side, it comes down to specialist warfare. And look, you still see Sukri, he's still halfway now because he closes out the round with that. So still a lot of progress towards his Tempest. And what looks so good for Fact Revolution, he kind of tilts into the favor of Heretics now.
That drone squad is out. Sukri trying to stay alive, is able to win 1. You hear that drone squad. Should help him find Chain. Defrag and Sunny B. That's all 5 dead. So now Sukri's going to push on up. Does he crawl in a street to try to get some spawn kills? Not yet. Still has a drone squad out. His team has a ton of map control. As Metals and Journey able to find some kills.
And now they can kind of bring the pressure to the spawn of Heretics as Metals continues to be a nuisance in their top balk, but as he drops, that's going to make it a little bit easier for Fact Revolution to get out. The drone squad's still in play, and you still have those streaks to work with. But they just got the second ticket, eh? Fact Revolution looking to finish it. One more that come in. He's still able to connect, though. 2 come through. The lightning strike, though, just picks up Methods. And the kills go. Oh, yeah! He was the one player that could contest, too, so they're still going to get A. Lucky's off the map. And the Tempest is out for Fact Revolution. Oh. He's able to get away, so he's still going to have this Tempest up. About half of the time left remaining on this Tempest.
So try and find something. Nice snap on a Sukri. That'll be cleaned up. Can't find the other one in that inside elbow. Now Lucky, he's like, you know what? I'm going to pull out the War Machine. They're able to take down D-Frag. That was the Tempest. He's going to spam it now. Doesn't connect with much. Teams are doing a great job rocking Flak Jacket.
Yeah, you feel like he's going to at least get one more kill there, but not able to do it. 11-12, the lives right now. As Heretics trying to defend, they have a slight advantage. They have an Annihilator on Journey as well.
Oh, so Maple actually used his. Maple used his on that last life.
And doesn't get anything out of it. The Heretics need to use it here on defense. And you can see it's just kind of Fact Revolution playing patient. They have time to work with it, just trying to find an opening. To get any kind of presence on the map, but Metals waits underneath, and then Sunny B gets cooked as he's able to connect on two and keep the life advantage for Heretics. Now under 30 seconds to go, Metals keeps on going. That's 3 in a row, and they are 3 crucial kills. They've got to get through him to try and make a play.
Methods on a flank as well.
Metals drops. This might be the chance, but the flank from Methods, will that be enough to shut it down? He's got to stun in. The trophy will be able to stop the stun, but can't stop his bullets or his fists as he gets another, and Heretics tacks on back-to-back rounds. Metals goes massive there at bottom ladder.
Say that two-piece down low. Just opens up the map, and that allows Methods to go on this flank.
He drops there. Obviously, it's another lane you got to focus on.
Watch this shot right here, too. This gunfight win. The trophy's popped. Cammy knows he's here.
Woo.
You got smoked. See you later.
And then the nice shot beat down to finish off another. Methods making the play on the flank. Metals making it bottom mid. And Heretics now a round away from a 3-0 and a 4-1 start in their pool.
So you still have Journey. So, I mean, you have the complete specialist advantage right now for Heretics. So you have the Tempest and Annihilator out.
Nice shots from Journey, but the push does come in, and he's going to dropping. So far, so good in the defensive front for Fact Revolution. But when does Journey Annihilator and the Tempest of Sukri come into play? And if we've seen anything, I know we joined the series late, but Sukri has been making play after play with that Tempest. Would fall to him to close out this game. Here we go, pulls it out. He's going to get pushed though. He needs some help from his teammates, and the help is there. It's Metals and Lucky that are able to look over him, and now he's thinking aggressive. He wants to get into the spawn. D-Frags, welcome to the Thunderdome as he connects, but he actually gets shot down from behind. Lucky gets to trade after, but not before Cammy picks it up.
Sorry, it looks like they're going to have to give up A. I don't think Fact Revolution is going to try and retake that one. Maple, that's a big gunfight and win on Journey. But Journey, we talked about it, still has the Annihilator, and I think the longer this round goes on, Metals is close to the grab slam. Methods is getting there towards attack 5 boost.
Oh, Lucky was a bullet away from a lightning strike there. Just couldn't finish it. He's still trying to get him. This is the trade. This is the trade, and he's able to get it done. So there's the lightning. Does he find more? Nice slide and snap, but can't win the gunfight. Do you think the lightning's enough?
Might be.
That with the Annihilator?
Yeah, you hear it sounded like attack 5 boost. Yeah, attack 5 boost for Fact Revolution.
That's all you've got. That's all you've got. So maybe a grab slam comes into play.
Chain should have a grab slam. D-Frag in a challenge. He does get hit by that stun, but has tack mask on. Still a one-life game. Just so back and forth in this round. Cammy gets pushed up, able to find a kill. Chain with a one of his own. Now Metals, you saw that grab slam as well. Journey, there it is. Annihilator out. What can he find? Able to find one. Has the help of Metals again.
Now you have to push through this Annihilator and a lightning strike. That's going to force him in. Oh my god, he gets baited by the push through, and look at the kill feed! Look at the kill feed, everybody! drops for Heretics as Fact Revolution go clutch. Lightning doesn't scare them. Annihilator doesn't scare them as they burst through and flip this fourth round on its head. Oh, you get more out of those, and you win this game, you win this series, but Fact Revolution not done yet.
We talked about being patient with the Annihilator, and Journey was the opposite. He gives up the lane that he was watching, and he ends up getting caught out. But now 20 seconds left. Lucky with a big couple of kills. You do have Grab Slam on Metals. He's going to want to try and get pushed up. Has grapple available as well. This could be the play. 6 versus 6. Make it a 6v4 as Maple fights 2.
I thought he was going to go for it
as well.
I thought he was going to go for it.
Not over yet.
Lucky wins another gunfight. He's got 5 in a row.
Does have War Machine for next round. Able to win 1. Able to win 2. Oh, but Cammy is...
Wow, did he make it interesting there. Wow, did he make it interesting. But Fact Revolution...
Hang on.
They push it to around 5. Lucky was frying at the end there.
Hey, he won a couple of... I think it was right here. I think he wins a couple of gunfights.
He ends up with 5 or 6 in a row.
He wins one down low, and then he hops right back up. Great shots out of him.
Who do you favor in this round 5?
Well, you saw the War Machine. We'll have to check out the specialists.
Grab Slam, War Machine.
Grab Slam, War Machine, TAC 5. I mean, but Fact Revolution still has Grab. Tempest and Annihilator are close. They might get it. And Metals is going to invest in his Grab Slam right away. Sounded like a War Machine as well. Did they use their War Machine? Yeah, Lucky is using this. They're trying to get an early lead into this round and waste a lot of time.
You can see he's running Engineer instead because he wants to be able to use as much use as he can, but then he ends up stunned forever. A nightmare of a gunfight right now between Shane and Lucky. Nobody's going to come out on top. But it is a nice round, or a nice kill advantage right now for Heretics.
I mean, you would hope so, investing in all of these specialists. I mean, if Fact Revolution can get this going.
It's up to 7 now.
Yeah, but this is the whole point, right? They want to put pressure on Fact Space. They want to get them pushed up, control the map. Keep trading like they're doing. You have Metals locking down this elbow side towards these low pipes. Big gunfight win by Cammy, but I mean, just look at the time, 27 seconds left. Chain has to go. Chain has to make the play, right? He has the Grab Slam.
He just has no one with him. He wants to wait on help, but it's not there. He's just going to go through the mid, trying to make a play, and he's going to end up dropping. That's Metals that cuts him down with the SOG, and now they only have 11 lives remaining and 11 seconds left on the clock. And they're all coming off spawn. Methods is here to slow him down. They have to get through him. They're able to do it, but he's not going to get the Grab Slam off. His teammates trying to get into contest, but Heretics on their feet as they get it done and push out to 4-1 in the pool. The Spaniards came to play, and it's looking more and more like we're going to be seeing them in the Pro League, Joe.
It sure is, man. I'm excited. It's fun to watch this team. The playmaking ability that they have. We saw great plays from Metals. We saw great plays from Lucky, Methods. The teamwork is on point. You can just see the passion that these guys bring to every match.
Well, that is going to do it for our third day of pools. We have a fourth to come and then bracket play on Sunday. But to break down the action for one final time today, we'll get it back to Katie on the desk.
Thank you so much, and you guys can run away now because you are done. Heretics gotta feel so good about that. Nameless, they were a little worrying for a second there at the end, but they made us pull it out.
Yeah, I mean, in that control, they could have closed it out way easier when they had that Annihilator out and the Lightning Strike. I mean, but other than that, you know, we can forgive them for that play. They ended up closing the game out, had a fantastic last round there, and they get that win, which is a huge victory. Fact Revolution have been playing great thus far in the POQ.
Heretics, I'm a fan of these guys. Vamos Heretics. Lucky, that kid is unreal. Unreal. What was he, 40 and 16 just now? He was single-handedly just doing it all. I couldn't believe it. I got a fan. I mean, I'm a fan of this guy. I'm just at a loss of words. I couldn't believe it.
We need a lucky T-shirt.
Yeah. I need a Heretics. Vamos Heretics, baby.
I'm happy. They look like a legitimate pro team. Like, I'm happy they're doing so well. The only loss they have was a super close loss to Envy, the world champs. That's their only loss. They're up 2-0. These guys are nasty, man. All of them have crazy individual skill.
And their teamwork is beautiful.
It really is.
It's beautiful. Besides, like, when they just up 5 kills right there and then choke with the lightning strike and annihilate. Other than that, the team was
minus that little tidbit. But all right, let's look at these pools. Bring up Pool A first to see what's going on. Of course, ending the day there with Team Sween in that top spot.
Yeah, Team Sween playing good. They've won 3-0 in like 3 of their matches and lost 3-0. But also E6, they just ended up winning their match 3-0 versus Team Divine. Looking pretty good. E6, one of the teams you didn't expect to be in the top 2. Maybe thought they'd go through the bracket. And then, like, FC Black, they're in 3rd place. In their first match, their first showing, they looked horrible, and they've turned it around since then.
You think you were going to see FC Black third and FaZe going down?
No,
I mean, that's not good at all. But let's move on to Pool B. Team Envy again closing out today, feeling so good at 4-0. Heretics right behind him now at 4-1.
Patty P's tweet, you saw him tweet out. He's just here to handle business as usual. just so cocky, but he deserves to be, especially being the world champ after last year. 4-0 start to the week. They're just going off.
All right, let's look at Pool C now. And Midnight, an enormous congratulations to them because they are officially our first team to qualify for the Pro League.
Unreal.
Jet League.
Envoy's on the first team. The first team to qualify for the Pro League.
They're all in the Pro League.
Better get used to it.
Shout out to these guys, man.
They are pros now.
Yeah.
This is like the success story of AMS, right? Like, if you're an amateur out there and you have a dream to become a pro player, look at guys like this, man. Like, they've been struggling for a while, and they finally, get the team that they've always wanted. They come here to the Pro League qualifier as underdogs, and they're undefeated, and they're beating top teams. And they're qualified for the Pro League. This is a dream come true for these guys. This is truly an amazing moment, and I couldn't be happier.
Yeah, you love to see it. Let's move on to Pool D now. And, of course, Mind Freak also doing very, very, very well. 4-1 at the top of their pool.
Yep, and then Nation of Power are officially out of the running.
Yep.
But, that middle area, it's pretty much up for grabs at this point. UIU playing very good. I think if Mind Freak, they secure one more win, they'll be guaranteed into the Pro League. So tomorrow is going to pretty much be the telltale for, what's going to happen there.
Yeah, it's definitely, that is tough for Nation of Power. Of course, as Nameless said, they are our first team to be out of the Pro League qualifier. They cannot make it to the Pro League, so better luck next time to them. That's not what anyone wants, but unfortunately, they're not going to be the last one who's going to have to deal with that pack.
No, they're not.
Mayhem and Sky.
Yeah, and take a look at this. This is our PlayStation damage dealt leaderboard with Mayhem sitting at the very top.
Kismet again. Yeah, Mayhem played great as well. UIU, sort of, a lot of people didn't really expect them to be in the top 2 position. Definitely, they're going to be looking to lock that up tomorrow. And then also Kismet's here again. Number 3, consistency. That's the guy I've been saying to look out for. E6 continuing to turn heads. Big shout out to Kismet, man. I got a lot of hope for him.
Yeah. It's always fun to take a look at that and kind of just see like raw numbers like that. But I want to talk now about our Astro MVP. We've been talking about this every day. Again, as a reminder, this will be the MVP at the end of the Pro League. But we like to talk about it right now. And so we have to talk about Apathy.
Told you he had his Wheaties this morning.
The fryer.
Absolute beast. Every single map and just destroyed all day. Just came in, simply handled business. And he definitely is my MVP for today.
Yeah, there's some crazy talks after Vegas of like Envy needs to replace Apathy. Apathy needs to get better. Like, yeah, Apathy did need to get better. Never, ever, ever is there a world where you replace Apathy. This guy, there's only a matter of time until he gets good. He played amazing today. This is a preview of the beast that Apathy can become.
When Apathy gets good, like, he's not kind of good.
Yeah.
Apathy's a monster. He's an absolute
dominant when he's good. Yeah. This guy's been in the finals in 3 champs. This guy's a beast.
I'm not dropping Apathy.
Don't ever doubt this guy.
I'm not dropping Apathy.
No, and so, of course, your schedule is now up in front of you. Starting off with 100 Thieves had a great day today, thankfully, and they will be kicking things off pack tomorrow.
For that, in that pool, that is an absolute banger. Both those teams are in second place. That could be an auto qualifying match.
Yeah. If Thieves and Accelerate win, that could determine who gets top 2. Right. That match is going to be a banger for sure.
And I mean, Study, after such a rough time here at the Pro League Qualifier, for 100 Thieves to still be able to potentially get that guaranteed Pro League spot, like what?
It's mind blown. Their pool is mind blown. The fact that they started so bad and were able to get a 2-0 day today was really, really big for them. And I'm happy that they probably have some smiles on their face now, especially on a 2-0 day.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping that everything clicks for them tomorrow as well.
Yeah, well, we will see. But that is it for us today. Day number 3 of the Pro League Qualifier is done, ending in shocking fashion with Reciprocity's dominating sweep of FaZe Clan. Midnight has qualified for the Pro League with their astounding 5 wins, but Nation of Power is the first team eliminated from the PLQ. 100 Thieves finally showed some life with 2 wins, and they'll need that momentum for Saturday. We'll see you back at the analyst desk tomorrow with our first match of the day, 100 Thieves versus Accelerate GG. We will see you tomorrow.